Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy E. The King coming to you with my first NXT review. The show went down last night on the WWE Network. NXT Arrivals. It was a 2-hour special. Basically, to break in the whole NXT thing is going down every Thursday now, live on the WWE Network. This is a really good show. I really enjoyed this show. We had some really good matches on the show. That lived up to the hype. Um, I started watching NXT probably a few weeks ago, because there was a lot of buzz on the internet. A lot of people I follow on the internet that talk about wrestling were putting this over. They kept saying NXT was, a really good show. People should check it out or whatever. So I finally had a chance to check it out. I caught a couple shows and I enjoyed it. So with the upcoming weeks looming, I was really anticipating this show. Um, the show starts off with Triple H. He basically just introduces the show and gets the crowd hype or whatever. And the first match of the show is between Sami Zayn and Cesaro. This is their third match, I believe. I caught their last match, the best 2 out of 3 falls match. That was fucking crazy. That was one of the best matches of last year, in my opinion, on either roster, the main roster or developmental. That was the best match of the year, one of the best matches of the year, excuse me. And so we got that match first. Sami Zayn is a beast. I'm just gonna put that out there. He's a beast in the ring. He's just highly entertaining. He's real crisp in the ring. He shows a lot of athleticism. Um, he does good spots. He has good moves. I like his passion in the ring. He just overall entertaining. He's one of my favorite wrestlers in NXT. He just puts every time from the matches I've seen him in, he just really entertained me a lot, man. He's one of my favorites. And I can say the same thing about Cesaro. I had more of a chance to see Cesaro, of course, on the main roster. But every time he's in the match too, he puts on a great match. When them two get together, the chemistry is just top notch. They're real fluent. They just entertain the crowd, man. They entertain the fans at home. And I can't wait for them to call up Sami Zayn. They have to call this fucking guy up. They had to call him. They had to find a place for this guy. I'm not saying he's going to main event anything or be a big dog or whatever, but you have to bring him up there and at least work with the main roster talent. This guy will put on some incredible matches. Yeah. So the match itself, it was like I said, it was really good. I really enjoyed this match. This match is fucking incredible. Um, there was some really good spots in this match. Really good moves going down throughout the match. I like the reversals. I like everything about this match. The pace of the match. It went on for about a half hour, I believe, or close to a half hour. But it, through no point in the match was I like bored or you know dozing off. Or this match just had me glued to the tube. And one of the good spots that happened in the match was when Sami Zayn went for his running through the ropes. He does a dive through the ropes. He's outside the ring, and he does a dive through the ropes to the other side, the other corner, and tries to bring a swinging DDT. And he caught Cesaro with that the last match they had, or whatever, the 2 out of 3 falls match. So he tried to set it up again. He goes to do the dive, and when he comes to the ropes, Cesaro is the wiser now. So he catches him with one of them vicious ass uppercuts. That should look crazy. The crowd went off. Um, they were chanting "Holy shit!" after that. That was a really good spot. It was a lot of good spots. That's just the one that stuck out to me that I really enjoyed a lot. The the match concludes when Cesaro hits him with another one of those vicious uppercuts, and then he hits him with the Newsializer to pick up the pin. But I gotta still tip my hat to Sami Zayn and Cesaro. Um, they really put a good match on. You know, that match was crazy. They had to find a spot for this Sami Zayn guy. They had to find a spot for this guy. I don't care if you had to put him on the pre-show or one of the pay-per-views or something. You have to get this guy on the main roster somehow. The fans are going to gravitate to this guy. Uh, you know, fuck all the bullshit Ryback and these power monsters and on the main roster. You put some good talent. They should take a page out of the old WCW's book with the whole cruiserweight division. That would be really good on the roster because then you'll get you can still have your guys that you want to your power monsters that you want to keep on top keep up the card or whatever, you know what I'm saying, keep them in the mid card or whatever, or the main event, whatever you want to do. But you should find a spot for these guys because most of the little guys, you should face it, they're not even going to get the push they really deserve. But it should be a spot for them. It should be a spot, particularly for them on Raw or whatever, every week. And you should just let them come out there, open the show up, and get the fans what they want. Like this, open up the show, and this, I if I was running the company, I would rather start the show off with a bang than throw 3 or 4 bullshit matches out there, and hopefully the main event or one of the later matches, you know, entertains the crowd. You put Sami Zayn in a match for somebody like Ziggler or somebody who isn't getting the push they deserve, but everybody knows they can wrestle. So somebody like that, and they're gonna entertain the shit out of it. They're gonna blow the fucking lid off the place, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Like I said, they have to find a spot for the Sami Zayn character. He's really good. He's really good. Um, After the match, Cesaro left the ring, but once he was going up the ramp, he turned around and came back in the ring, picked Sami Zayn up, and basically, gave him a hug. Just to give him props. Just basically just to give him props. The crowd cheered for or whatever they was calling for. They was talking about hug it out or some shit like that or whatever. But that was a really good match, folks. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I don't know if you have the network or not, but it's on the network in the video on demand section, or you probably can find it on YouTube or something like that if you haven't seen it. But go check this out. This is definitely worth your time. Okay, so then we get the next match between C.J. Parker and Mojo Rawley. C.J. Parker is this hippies, the 70 hippies character. He walks around like he's high all the time and shit, and he talks like he's high and is on cloud nine or some shit or whatever. And this is I've seen him before. I've seen C.J. Parker before on one of the previous episodes. And this is my first time getting a chance to see Mojo Rawley. Now, I used to hear about him because I listen to the Solid Monster every week. And, he does his NXT segment of the show and, breaks it down. I kept hearing his name from him, and I kept hearing the name from Mad Genius over there on Virtuoso Sports. Go check his channel out. He does NXT reviews too. And this is my first chance to actually get to see this guy. And I can say I wasn't impressed by this guy at all. I don't like this gimmick he has, where he says his catchphrase is "I don't get hype, I stay hype" or some shit like that. He's just like a fucking nutcase. He's like running around like he's on fucking crank. Like, you ever see that movie Crank where he just had to be turned up the whole fucking movie in order to stay alive? That's what it seemed like. This fucking guy is like a fucking fake ass Jason Statham or some shit. I don't like this guy. He's not good in the ring, really. I'm judging him off of one match, people. So you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. I give people the benefit of the doubt because one match doesn't really do justice to judge somebody, but if this is the best he's got, or this is what he normally brings to the table, I know I'm not gonna like this guy. I wasn't impressed at all in this match about this dude. He did a Naomi's rear view in the match. He threw his ass at C.J. Parker. He jumped in the air and threw his ass at him to knock him down. I didn't like that. I was like, what the fuck? That's Naomi's move. You know, why is a man doing Naomi's move? You know, I didn't like that at all. Um, I don't even know what his finish. I know he won the match. He did his little finish or whatever. It looked corny. I think it was like a slam or some shit or a splash. It was something real basic. It was so basic that when I was watching it, I thought C.J. Parker was gonna kick out because a lot of times when somebody does they move, even if you haven't seen him wrestle, once they do a certain type of move, you could tell. All right, this must be his finisher. I couldn't tell. So when he got to pick up the win, I was like, oh shit, that's his move. And I was just like, whatever. Like I'm not impressed by Mojo Rawley at all. Um, I'm not impressed by him at all. And I think I heard somebody mention on the net saying that Triple H says that he's going to be the guy to replace John Cena in the future. I hope not. I really hope not. This guy, uh, you know, I'm still gonna have my have judgment out on this guy, but just see him in this match. I don't have high hopes for this guy of me liking him at least. Yeah, that pretty much was it with that match. As far as CJ Parker, I like the hippie gimmick a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's just something a little different. Just a little different. He's mediocre in the ring. Honestly, his in ring work is mediocre. He's not trash, but he's not good either. He's just mediocre. Uh, you know, he's down in developmental, so I guess he still has a lot of time to you know, to work on his craft or whatever. So he probably can get better. I seen him in a few matches or whatever. So I can put a better judgment out on him. He's okay at best. He's okay. Um, and that's it with that match. So next we get a match with the Ascension, the tag champs of NXT, versus a mystery opponent. So you have the Ascension come out. I love their entrance. Their entrance is like real dark. It's mystique. It's mysterious. I like their entrance. I'm gonna get to what I think about them overall. But the entrance, I just like their gimmick. The gimmick is like, you know, the Ministry of Darkness type. It's just dark characters or whatever. I enjoy that. It seems like they're like like they can be like with like be with the Undertaker or some shit. They got that type of gimmick. So yeah, they come out in the ring or whatever. They're supposed to face mystery opponents or whatever. And the mystery opponents are Too Cool, Scotty Too Hottie, and Grandmaster Sexay, Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler Jr., whatever you want to call him. Too Cool. That's their opponents for the night. This match was mediocre, honestly. You know, I would love for them to have faced a better tag team. Uh, I believe Enzo Amore, I believe that's his name, and Colin Cassidy. I think that would have been a better opponents for them on this type of show. This you know this groundbreaking show or whatever on the network for NXT. That would have been a better match, honestly. But I think Enzo Amore is hurt. Oh, I think that's his name. Don't quote me. I think it's his name. I think he's hurt, so they wouldn't stick his partner with another random superstar because you know they're tagged. So I guess that's why that I seen them wrestle before, and I would like to. I had saw them, but we got Too Cool, whatever. Um, we had got them on Old School Raw a little whiles back, and we get them on NXT again. I wasn't thrilled to see them. Honestly, I was a little irritated by seeing them, in this type of match. Like I said, I would rather to show some new talent. Don't bring no old people from, from the 2000s or whatever. The face this new youth. Put new youth against new youth. You know what I'm saying? That's what the show should be based around. If this is later on in the year or something like that, when the show was already, flowing on the network, then all right, cool. But not the first show. As far as the Ascension goes, I'm not going to down them with the in ring work ability. Um, it could be better. Honestly, it could be better. I'm not a fan of their finisher. I'm not a fan. I've seen them in a few matches, and that finisher is weak. I don't like. I believe it's called the Fall of Man. That finisher is so fucking weak for a team like that. The big dude, I forget his name. I think one of the name is Rick Victor, and I forget the other guy's name. I think he's the big dude. Um, he does a lot of shoulder blocks and shit. That's like his little thing or whatever. And the Fall of Man is basically a sweep in a body splash, and it just looks weak. They have to they have to change that move. If they have any aspirations of moving up to the main roster, they have to change that move. That move is shitty. I don't like that move at all for them. But I like them. And I like their gimmick. And I just don't be too harsh on people because this is developmental. These guys are still honing their craft. A guy like Roman Reigns is once down here, and you see he's still, even on the main roster, he's still, getting his shit together. So you have to give these guys. I'm gonna say give them a pass, but you have to curve them on grade them on the curve. The Ascension overall, like I said, I think they can get over on the main roster. And one thing, the NXT tag division, I heard somebody point this out online. They were saying that's one of their flaws is their tag division. Their tag division is shitty. Um, I'm a fan of the main roster's tag division. So maybe Triple H needs to, try, search for some more talent or something like that out there on the indie scene or something to bring him in NXT. They tried to bring the American Wolves. They gave them a tryout. That didn't pan out, so now they're over in TNA. But they probably just need to keep searching or whatever and try to beef that tag division up on NXT because I'm gonna get to it later on when I think about NXT. So I ain't gonna say it right now. But I'm gonna get on that later on. Give an overall view of NXT. So yeah, I'm gonna move along. The Cincy pick up the win. During the match, Sky Too Hotty got his usual worm shit off. He did that, and that pretty much is it with them. They didn't do nothing spectacular. Um, yeah, so that's it with that. Okay, so next we have Stephanie come out, and she's in this crazy dress, looking good, and she comes out to whatever to put over the NXT Divas division to come out, hop on the mic and put that over. When she gets in the ring, all the men in the crowd was like, you still got it. They did them chants, you still got a chance, and then she hopped on the mic and said, uh, I never lost it. So I thought that was funny. So she basically came out to put over the Divas division down there. And the next match we got was between Emma and the Divas champ down there, Paige, the NXT Divas champ. I was really looking forward to this match. I like Paige. I seen some of her work. I heard people putting her over on the internet saying that she was one of the best divas in the company, regardless of which roster, developmental or main roster. And I had a chance to see her, and I'm impressed with her. I like her. And even though I can't stand Emma's goofy ass fucking gimmick, that dumbass dance, I hate that shit. I'm not going to discredit her in ring ability. She can go in the ring. So I knew this match was going to be a good match, and it did turn out to be a good match. This match is really good. Okay, so let me get to this part. This is the best part of the match. You got the two divas on the top. It looks like Paige was trying to suplex Emma from the top ropes. So Emma, gets off a couple punches and flips out the suplex hold, and she lands on her feet, and she, got her up in the power bomb. She has Paige up in the power bomb position, so she walks out a little bit, then she just does a sit out power bomb. The Batista bomb, and the crowd yelled better than Batista. And I ain't gonna lie, it was better than Batista. Batista been doing some shitty Batista bombs since he been back. So when that happened, I was on my fucking couch cracking the fuck up. Like that Full Sail crowd down there, that NXT crowd is live. I love that crowd. I love that. I'm gonna get my thoughts on the whole overall, like I said later on after I get to the matches. But that was one of the funniest parts of the fucking the night when they said better than Batista. They kept chanting that. I was cracking up when that happened. Um, yeah, as far as the match goes, it was a really good match. Like I said, to me honestly, I think these girls can go better than a lot of those divas on the main roster. These two. I mean, Emma's on the main roster now with Santino, goofy ass. But I really enjoyed this match. Even when Summer Rae comes down here, bro. So I enjoyed some of her matches. And I really don't enjoy these matches all that much. But I don't know. It's just like a different feel down here or something like that. These girls put on a really good match. I enjoyed the match. A lot of good wrestling, a lot of good moves. You got Paige retaining the title. She puts this Scorpion cross lock on her. Uh, I believe her finisher was the page turner or something like that. But I think I heard William Regal on commentary saying that this is a new move or something like that. It looks excruciating, like painful. Um, she slapped that on Emma and made her tap, and she picked the win. And that pretty much is it with that match. Good match to the two divas. Good match. Paige needs to come up to the main roster too. Definitely needs to come up to the main roster. I think she could fit in there because she's supposedly called the anti diva, so that will blend well with the whole storyline up there with the total divas on one side of the roster. Then you got the rejects, whoever you want to call them, on the other side. She'll fit right in with the rejects, whoever you want to call them, as the anti diva. Just like AJ Lee, she'll fit in perfect with them. They need to bring her up. Oh, I left this out about Paige. It was a lot of speculation on why she wasn't called up yet. It was, I think it was because of her age or something like that. I heard that earlier. I was listening to somebody talk about that online, and they were saying it was something about her age or something, like she was too young to be on the road. The WWE only allows you have to be a certain age to be on the road with them. So that's probably why she wasn't called up. I think she's either of age now or about to be of age. So I can see her being up on the main roster within the next year. Within the next year, so excuse me. And I'm looking forward to her coming up and how they're going to use her. Okay, so the next match we got was between Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze. I don't care for Xavier Woods. I seen him on NXT a few times before he came onto the main roster. And now he's up on the main roster. They got stuck him with R-Truth. They gave him Brodus Clay's theme music. They do shit with him. They don't do nothing with him. He's just collecting dust up there, and yeah, I think it's gonna stay that way. I don't see him moving up the card at all. They he's athletic and all that. He can go in the ring. I give him that, but they might have to repackage this guy. This gimmick he has isn't gonna get over with the crowd at all on the main roster. And yeah, that's about it with about Xavier Woods. As far as Tyler Breeze, uh, I don't like his gimmick. It's kind of fruity to me. You know, it's not masculine. It's real feminine gimmick. I don't like that. Uh, but I think it can get over on the crowd. I think it can get over. It's over down in NXT, but I think that can get over with the main crowd. I think it can. He kind of reminds me of a fruitier Fandango. That's what this guy reminds me of. He's, you know, he coming out in his little fucking furry boots. Like he got lip gloss on. He got a fucking a furry phone cover and shit. Like he's real feminine, real feminine. But he can go in the ring. I like him as a wrestler. Um, like I said, he reminds me of a fruitier Fandango. But I think the whole gimmick, it probably can get over on the main roster with time. It probably can get over. Not saying main event over, but you know, just over. Like I said, Fandango. Like you know, like Fandango when he first appeared on the main roster, he was over with the whole Fandango and shit. And he gets pops every now and then, but yeah, I would put him in the boat with like Fandango or whatever. Anyway, they get in the ring. Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze, they get in the ring, so they're ready to square off against each other. Then bum ass Alexander Rusev comes out with Lana. Um, I don't like this fucking guy. And I get a shout out to Mad Genius. He pointed this out on one of the reviews he does over there on Virtuoso Sports. Uh, he said he's the only person, and this is so true. He's the only person that you probably will see that will just get no reaction, like no boos, no cheers, no nothing. Like it seems like the whole crowd is just talking amongst themselves or like you know fucking around on their phone when he's in the ring. Like this guy gets no reaction whatsoever. You know he came out and pretty much squashed them too. They didn't even get a chance to get off in the match. He just came out and just fucked them up real quick or whatever. And it was like no reaction. I expected him to get some boos, if anything. He didn't even get that. It just people were just like, you know, just silent. They didn't say shit. They didn't boo and cheer. He don't get no reaction. So that's so true about what Mad Genius said. This guy. He isn't gonna get on the main roster. You know, they trying to build him. They trying to build him as like this Ivan Drago from Rocky type guy. You know, with his foreign language. I believe it's Russian or some shit. And I don't think he's going to get over. I don't think he's going to get over on it now that he's on the main roster. He's not going to get over. He's not going to get over. I give him this. He did get USA chants. The crowd was chanting USA, of course, because he's supposed to be Russian or whatever. But that was it with that match. He squashed both of them, and that was it. So then we got HBK came out because we was about to get the ladder match between Adrian Neville and Bo Dallas. He came out, you know, basically cut a long promo, longer than what I'm guessing they scripted him to be. He came out there. The crowd was popping for him. The crowd was really popping for him, of course, because he's HBK. He got on the mic, you know, he was just rambling. Sean just been rambling. Every time he's on the mic, he's just rambling. He comes out with the belt or whatever, the NXT Championship belt, and you know cuts his promo. Plugs his WrestleMania DVD just came out. He was just jabbering on. I forgot everything he said. So he pretty much wrapped his shit up or whatever, and you know left the ring and went to the back. So then we got the main event of the night between Adrian Neville and the champ Bo Dallas. in a ladder match. This was a really good match. I enjoyed this match. And Adrian Neville, this guy. I already gave my thoughts on Sami Zayn and Paige. I said they definitely need to be up on the main roster. They should have been on the main roster. But when it comes to Adrian Neville, this fucking guy, oh my goodness, they need to hurry up. Now he just got the belt, so I'm assuming he's going to be down there working on NXT because now there's a lot. It's a show now. It isn't just a Hulu Plus video on demand type thing. This is going down every Thursday now on the network. So he's pretty much going to be the face of that. You know, he's going to be the face of NXT. But you know, whenever they decide to take the belt off this guy, they better put him on the main roster. As soon as they take the belt off this guy, I want to see him feuding after they take the belt. They put him on the main roster. This guy's fucking incredible. The shit he does in the ring, man, with the flips and oh my god, the red arrow. If that isn't the best off the top rope splash dive, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what is. It to me is better than. Now I'm talking about as far as the difficulty to do this damn move. It's more difficult, of course, than the regular Savage elbow drops, the CM Punk elbow drops, the HBK elbow drops. It's more difficult than the Swanton bombs. I think it's even more difficult than Tuco Scorpio's / Flash Funk's double front flip off. This move is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, this dude is the truth. Adrian Neville. He's probably my favorite, even over Sami Zayn. He's probably my favorite in NXT. I can't wait for them to bring them. Like I was saying earlier, they could make a place for these guys. You could bring Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville up on the main roster, and like I said, make like a cruiserweight division type for them. You know, make like a cruiserweight division for them. Like the matches they'll put on, I couldn't imagine like the matches that somebody like Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan or Adrian Neville and Daniel Bryan will put on. Hopefully CM Punk come back and oh my goodness, man, these matches be fucking historic. I'm talking about you talking about these matches 10 years from now if they put them in the ring, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, back to the match. We got that match, whatever the ladder match between you know Neville and Bo Dallas. As far as Bo Dallas, I'm not a fan of his. I don't like his gimmick really. Now I heard that his gimmick is supposed to be like a smart he's playing a good guy but really he isn't and shit like that or whatever. I've seen him a couple times. I first remember him from being in the 2013 Royal Rumble when he eliminated Wade Barrett or whatever. He won that prelim match to qualify for the Royal Rumble and put Wade Barrett out or whatever. So I thought then he was going to be on the main roster, but that never panned out. He's still in NXT or whatever. But I just don't like him. I don't like his look, his gimmick, whatever you want to call it. He's an okay worker. He's an okay worker. He's definitely not trash in the ring. I give you that. He's not trash in the ring. Um, but overall, I just don't care for him. I don't care for him. Um, yeah. So we get the match, or whatever. This match is really good. To me, I would say this is the second best match on the card. Of course, Sami Zayn and Cesaro took that number one spot. So I'll give this number two. I would give this uh I'll say a close number two. Not too close, but close number two. This is a really good match. It was some good spots in here. Like I said, Adrian Neville, the shit he does in the ring, man. Oh my goodness, man. This shit is like yeah, for those of y'all who know what I'm talking about, y'all can I'm pretty sure y'all in agreement with me. And those who haven't seen this guy, go check this guy out, man. YouTube, watch him on the network if you got it. Do whatever you gotta do to get a chance to see this guy. This guy is fucking incredible. Um, it was some really good spots in the match. Of course, my favorite being when he had Bo Dallas on on the ladder, laying on the ladder in the ring, and he gets on the top ropes and does the red arrow. And the red arrow is this crazy ass flip he does off the top ropes, man. It's just sick. Like I will never get tired of this shit. I can't imagine him being in the ladder, like on the main roster, in a Money in the Bank match and doing that fucking red arrow off the top of the ladder on somebody off through a table. Oh my goodness, man. Let me stop jabbing on about him, because I could talk about him all day. What I think about him. Yeah. So you get him hitting Bo Dallas with that red arrow. Like I said, Bo Dallas is stretched out on the ladder. He hit him with the red arrow. He fucked himself up too doing it. Both of them was fucked up after that. So Bo Dallas rolled out the ring, and Neville was smart enough to say, this is my opportunity to win this fucking match. So he set the ladder up and then went up and grabbed the belt. So he's the new NXT champion. Um, like I said, he's gonna get his run, because this is a live show now, so they need a feature attraction. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be on a nice little run with that belt. But like I said, after they take that belt off him, eventually they had to move his ass up immediately, man. I'm talking about soon as that belt gets taken off him, the next day he better be with the main roster. Literally the next day. Um, Fans are gonna love him that don't know about him, and they're gonna really enjoy this fucking guy. Yeah, so that was it with the show. Overall, this is a really good show. Really good show. I'm picking this show up. I'm picking this show up. For my channel. I'm gonna do reviews every Friday or Thursday night, whenever I can, after the live showing. Um, I'm gonna pick this up because this is a show that I can see me doing. Not excuse me, a show that I can see me enjoying a whole lot. I was venturing into TNA too. They have some good wrestlers over there. I'm not gonna lie, they have some good wrestlers over there, but the overall product over here is just a lot better. Yeah, I'm talking about as far as production and the quality. You get some better quality over here. And I was looking for that alternative to Raw, because I'm still pissed about this whole CM Punk leaving the company, and Daniel Bryan not getting his push like he's getting a push, but not getting his run with that strap. Those belts. So I'm a disgruntled fan, whatever you want to call it. But I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, I was looking for some. I'm not fucking with SmackDown or the main event, none of that shit. I don't fuck that shit. This is gonna be my alternative. This show is really good, man. This show is really, and the shows I've seen were really good. The shows I've seen were really good. This is a good product, man. It's NXT. It has a different feel from the main roster, probably because it's developmental, but it's not a whole bunch of promos that the fucking dragging out promo at the promo at every match. Before every match is a fucking promo. It's an escape from that. I'm a fan of just wrestling. Like, I appreciate storylines, but everybody don't need no fucking storyline on the main roster. You don't need you don't need the fucking, only the big dogs should have, the main event should have storylines. Like, fuck all the promos that it seems like every wrestler is cutting the promo. After every second, the fucking wrestler got a mic in his hand talking some shit about somebody else. Just get in the ring and wrestle. And this show is strictly just wrestling. They do one or two promos at the most. And one of the main things I want that I'm looking forward to and finding out is if this is going to be a 2-hour special every Thursday, or was it just this one time? Normally NXT is about an hour, and this is a 2-hour special, so I don't know if they're going to keep it at 2 hours. Even if they keep it at an hour, I'm still going to be tuned in. This is a really good product. And plus it gives you a chance. It gives you a chance to see these guys at developmental. I'm a huge NBA fan, and this is like the NCAA. You know, you got the younger guys trying to make it to the big leagues. That's kind of the feel it is, or with baseball, the MLB, with the minor leagues. If you're a fan of of those leagues or whatever, you kind of keep your eyes on developmental, to see who's going to next up and coming. So you could look back and say, oh yeah. So as soon as they come out, they're like, oh yeah, I know him. He's from NXT. You want to be up on the game. So that's another reason why I'm tuning in, because some of these guys are going to be on the main roster soon, really soon. Like I said, Paige, Sami Zayn, and Adrian Neville, they need to be up on the roster as soon as possible, man. As soon as possible. I'm really looking forward to seeing them come up. And I'm just overall looking forward to see how this product evolves. I think it's going to pick up being those on the network. A lot of people are going to get the network that don't already have it. I'm sure a lot of people have it already. And this is going to be the new talk, man. This is trending #1 on Twitter last night. Not no floozy shit with the WWE saying should be trending on Twitter that don't. This is #1 at one point in time on Twitter last night. So yeah, I could see this really being something, man. This isn't gonna be they ain't gonna be canceling this shit out no time soon. This is gonna be a staple, and like I said, this is something I'm looking forward to. So now I got my Raw every Monday, and I got this every Thursday. So I'm good, man. I'm good. Um, yeah. And like the crowd. Let me get to this part. The crowd. Get my thoughts on them. I like this crowd. It kind of reminds me of an ECW crowd. Now it's not as raw and explicit like the ECW crowd, but it's just that small small crowd. It's like it's not a big venue like how Raw and SmackDown is. It isn't like a big basketball arena. It's like a little university arena. So it's real small. You know, it's just the overall feel of that. It just seemed like a more personal. It seems like you're in the crowd, kinda, with this. You're watching it because it's so small. It seems like when you're sitting at home watching, you're in the crowd from your couch or whatever. That's just the type of feel I get when I watch this show. And the crowd is a really good crowd. Like I said, that shit said about Batista, man. That shit set me off, man. I was cracking I'm still cracking the fuck up from that shit, man. That was hilarious. That Full Sail crowd is really good, man. Really good. And like I said, the overall product is really good, man. I'm looking forward to this NXT shit, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm looking forward to this, man. Um, and that's pretty much it with that. I apologize for not getting my Raw review out on Monday. I was experiencing some technical difficulties. So by the time I got myself situated, got everything together, it was about Wednesday or Thursday, and I was just like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna skip out on it. The show overall wasn't. It didn't live up to the expectations I had. I had really, really high expectations. It was good to see Hogan. Good to see the Taker come back. We got some of the same matches we had the night before at the Elimination Chamber. We got rematches or whatever. The show was okay. Like I said, it was good. Always good seeing Hogan. Now he's back with the company. He's hosting WrestleMania. And we're getting a Brock and Undertaker match at WrestleMania. So that pretty much is it with that Raw. So that's my review right there, Raw. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here. I'll be back. I'll be back this Monday for the Raw review. Either I'm gonna put that out Monday night or Tuesday morning. I'm definitely gonna put that out. I'm gonna be on top of that. Even if my shit go down again, I'm gonna find a way to get that out for y'all. Even if I gotta do it on my phone or something. So yeah, that's it, man. Please like, comment, subscribe. You got any questions or anything, leave it in the comments. And that's it, man. Everybody have a good day, man. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Peace.